RicoRock, the way waterfalls are built in the 21st century. This 4-minute video highlights the basic masonry techniques involved in installing our modular waterfall kits. 7 different kits are available for various waterfall effects. A concrete foundation is important except for pond applications. A normal 4-inch concrete pad is typically used. An existing concrete deck will work for existing pools, or a concrete pad sloping toward the pool for new installations is recommended. The mortar mix is important. Use the best quality premix available, especially one with polymer additives for better bonding. If you make your own mortar, be sure to use masonry type S cement. RicoRock castings are very dense and do not absorb moisture like block or brick, so be sure to scrub a little mortar to the underside of the cast pieces to improve the bonding. 1 to 2 inches of mortar are needed for the base pieces. Many installers like to dry set the base pieces to make sure everything fits. Start with whatever base piece seems most critical and set all base pieces as close together as possible. If a gap is made because of a radius application, you can chink in the gap with some of the small diverter rocks that come with each kit. Install the base pieces to overhang the pool 1 to 2 inches. Our print literature and online guide shows how to set the pieces away from the pool edge if you want to create a handhold. Additional layers of castings are set with 1 inch of mortar with the consistency of mayonnaise, not soupy and not too stiff. It's important to set the weir piece with a level for even water flow. Most of our waterfall kits come with a plumbing sleeve where you insert the 2-inch PVC return line before mortaring the cap pieces. If any water can splash into this plumbing sleeve, you will need to seal it with spray foam or mortar. Small diverter rocks also come with each kit. They can be mortared in place to divert the water or just for looks. If you want to avoid a mortar joint, you can use thinset or construction adhesive instead of mortar. Cleaning the mortar joints should wait until the mortar is quite dry. Cutting the mortar joints flush or even recessing the joint a half of an inch is recommended. If you smear the mortar because it's too fresh, you will need to recolor those areas to hide the cement film once it dries. All RicoRock modular products come with a light color pattern we call off-white. We use a small amount of rust and antique colors using our acrylic stains to create a neutral color scheme. It's easy to add more accent color. Wetting the rock surface is important to avoid strong color. Never add water to the stained bottle. Also, be sure to shake the bottle before and during use. The intensity of color will depend on whether the rock surface is dry, damp, or still wet. A sponge is used to clean up drifts, puddles, and to even out the color. Usually the accent colors go on first and the antique color is applied last, mostly in cracks, crevices, and areas of heavy texture. While the rock surface is wet or damp, the colors don't seem to be very strong, but they will be very visible when the rock is dry. If you want a strong color, it's best to put it on in layers and see what it looks like dry. It's very difficult to remove the acrylic color once it bonds to the cast concrete. Be sure that the base color of the cast concrete rock shows through. If you put on too much stain, the surface will look painted. The color will remain for many years, fading very gradually. RicoRock can be colored at any time unless a sealer has been applied that blocks the new stain. RicoRock waterfalls should last the lifetime of the pool with little maintenance. Because our castings are so dense, there are no reports of calcium deposits except in areas of mortar joints. Calcium deposits from hard water or salt systems can be cleaned with CLR or other scale remover. Good luck with your RicoRock installation. Be sure to send some pictures.